What's up, guys? Aquarium Conversations back here again with another quick video. I want to introduce a new tank. This is a brand new 65-gallon aquarium that I have picked up and had delivered. This is a Seapora, Seapora. You guys can look it up, Google it. You'll see the number of tanks that they make, sizes, and things like that. I've had a couple of the smaller ones. This is by far the largest tank I've had from them. This is by far the largest tank I've had, period. By no means is this a final scape. This is just gathering some materials, keeping water in it. As you guys know, I fill up my tanks just to make sure I don't have any issues with leaking or anything like that. But what I can do is what I've talked is what I can talk about is what I've done so far. Excuse me. Let me go back to the stand. This is a stand I picked up from my local pet store. It's an all metal stand. Probably what I will do is I'll probably buy some wood and wrap the stand. I'll probably use some magnets and things like that to kind of cover this area here and on the side over here as well, just to hide all this kind of stuff. But you can see I'm running an air pump there for the sponge filter. Let's see what else. This piece of driftwood. This piece of driftwood is absolutely massive. The driftwood alone cost me about $60, which I think is a great centerpiece. I don't really like using centerpieces and things like that. I try to do things off center and things like that. One side of the tank and have some open swimming area. But I really couldn't pass up this piece of driftwood. Just to give you some scale, this is the 65, and then over there, that's the 30 tall that everyone has been saying looks so huge. So that's the 30 tall. That's the 65. 30 tall, 65. So you can see that this is substantially bigger than a lot of the tanks I've had. The 36-gallon bow front, the 29-gallon, 20 long, all those kind of things. This tank dwarfs all of them. What else have I done? I have painted the back of the tank black. I've been wanting to do that. I thought this would be a good opportunity to, hide the cords and wires and things like that. Filtration. Let's go ahead and talk about filtration. You guys know I'm running the sponge filter. I have a Cascade 300 hang on the back filter up here. And then I have an internal filter that is rated for 450 gallons. So, knock on wood, this should be enough filtration for this tank. I can always add more, which you guys know I'm accustomed to do. What else? I've picked up some pieces of dragonstone that you guys can see. And really, I've just kind of started grabbing supplies for this tank. I have a little bit of substrate. I'm probably going to need more of that. I have some plants and some smaller tanks, some grow out tanks that I can use for this tank. But I'm really still in the real infant ideal stage with this tank. I have always wanted to do some sort of maybe tank within a tank. You guys remember the bowl that I set up? I always thought that would be cool to kind of do a escape within escape kind of thing. I've had these little glass bowls that I'm using simply just to keep the rocks off the glass. But I thought that would be really, really cool. I don't see too many people doing that, where there's essentially escape within escape, where you escape out the bowl and you do plants and rocks and things like that, and you put that into another escape, which I think would be really cool. Let me know what you guys think on that. But really, I'm still just gathering supplies for this tank. This tank, I'll say it again, is the biggest I've dealt with. Let's talk about the dimensions. So it is 36 inches, 3 feet long. It is 24 inches high, and then from front to back is 18. So again, it's substantially larger than what I'm used to buying. This had some money on some gift cards from Christmas, and the tank was kind of on sale, so I did somewhat of a layaway and paid on it and had it delivered. All total probably cost me about $300. That's just the tank and the stand, really. The filter I got on Amazon. I'm sorry, the filters I got on Amazon. The heater, there's a heater back here. I believe that's a 200 watt, 300 watt heater that I have heating the tank, which should be fine. The light, that is an Aquaneat light, which you guys tell me looks pretty, plenty bright in there. Should do well when it comes to growing plants. Obviously, I want to plant it. Obviously, I'm going to use substrate. I may even, do a layer of dirt just to kind of get those added nutrients and things like that. But so excited to really put my, imprint on this tank. It is larger, which is another challenge. I've been saying it before that, when I got started in the hobby, the 2.5 gallon, the specs and the fluval specs, the marine land portraits, it was a good way for me to get into the hobby. I kind of wish I would have started with maybe a 20 gallon or 30 gallon, just because the natural progression is to go bigger. And anyone who's new in the hobby, it won't take long, but if you start out with a 5 gallon tank or 10 gallon tank, it won't be long till you want something bigger. So just kind of keep that in mind. And the level and the ideas of creativity and the level of creativity just kind of expand with each size of tank. So kind of keep that in mind. So I'm really looking forward to setting this one up. Please let me know what suggestions you guys have, any ideas. I'm going to get some glass tops for this to help with the evaporation and keeping the heat in as well. Again, like I said, I'm probably going to wrap the stand with some more wood. I'll paint that black so it's all uniform and things like that. I'll go to Home Depot and have some wood cut and attach the magnets. But I can't wait till once I have everything I need. And honestly, that's going to take time. I mean, you're looking at probably, let's see, that piece of driftwood with $60. The Dragonstone, that's another $50 of Dragonstone. So I mean, let's be honest. There's some cost to this too. If I had, I'm going to get the lids for that. That's probably going to run another $50. So I'm not made out of money like most of us aren't. So this will take some time, but I would love to hear your guys' feedback and maybe send me some ideas of what I can do with this. Anyone who has a tank this size, let me know what's worked for you. I'll be more than happy to consider those ideas and try and implement them. But I just want to introduce this tank, 65 gallon. I can't wait to finally set it up, show you guys what I can do with it. A lot of ideas running through my head, to be honest with you. Feel a little overwhelmed, to be honest with you. But that overwhelming feeling, is definitely surpassed by excitement. I'm really excited, to get my hands on this tank and start working on something. And can't wait to show it to you guys. So let me know what you guys think. As always, talk to you guys down the road. Leave some comments, ask some questions, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.